off the crossbar. Crystal left fielder down for a base hit.
Hunterdon Central is going to win the state finals here tonight.
Mark it on the board. Touchdown, Red Devils. Off the deflection. Off the deflection. Hunterdon Central.
Number 6, Abby Fellow. Number 7, Kimberly Davis. 9, Charlotte Petesco. 10, Ashley Grillo. Angela Machina. Jesus. Number 12, Jamie Goldbar. Number 13, Natalie Ravel. 14, Mallory Bolden. 15, Emily Mason. 17, Catalina Fidella. Number 18, Nicolette Carnaval. 19, Ciara Adams. 20, Serena Zulo.
It's not.
22, Abby Annarella. 23, Lexi Supo. Number 24, Julia Little. And number 26, Lily Gemma. Now the Raiders of Scotch Plains Fanwood.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Keene University Alumni Stadium for today's New Jersey State Group 4 championship game between the Hunterdon Central Red Devils and the Scotch Plains Fanwood Raiders. I'm Nick Guzman alongside Scott Samanchek. Scott, it's a huge game here today. What are you expecting?
Yeah, both teams are expected to play as well as they can. I mean, they're going to put everything out on the line. State championship here. Both have really earned it so far in the season. Both teams have been playing extremely well as of lately. And Central just coming off of that 1-0 win against Eastern just last week.
Central were your Central Jersey Group 4 sectional champions. Scotch Plains North Jersey Section 2 Group 4 champions. Central coming off that semifinal win against Eastern, #1 team in the state. Maybe the #1 team in the country. Central beat them 1-0 on that goal by Emily Mason. That's how the Red Devils got here.
Going into that game, Central was really seen as the underdog, and being able to come up on top was really a huge thing for them. And going into this game, they know how Scotch Plains is. They're in the same boat of being the underdog, and so Central knows that they need to come out just as hard as they did against Eastern.
These teams have met already on the season. Central beat Scotch Plains 1-0 on October 17th.
Yeah, going into this game, this Central team knows what they need to start doing, need to focus on some of their biggest points, or that they need to really just play their game and stay focused throughout everything, because they can't let anything kind of take them aside and let the game get out of hand. So it's going to be probably like their main focus throughout this game, and if they really can focus on that and get that done, I feel like Central can really pull this one out.
Are just about set to go. Both teams say their final words in the huddle. Scotch Plains wearing blue, attacking from left to right. They will start with the ball. Central is in white, attacking from right to left.
Just from the sounds of the crowd here, it seems like Scotch Plains just kind of have just the fan advantage to see if that really hasn't affected the game here. Like just the noise of the crowd, or anything like that.
And we are underway in the Group 4 state championship game. Quickly, Zulo fighting for it on that far side, and it's an early Central throw.
That's maybe something we're seeing a lot from the Central team. They're very aggressive on defense and not afraid to jump back into Scotch Plains territory and put as much pressure on the team as possible.
Off the throw, the flick by Gemma. Cleared upfield. Chasing forward in the middle. Scotch Plains now on the attack. They play it out wide. They have some numbers. Bellew is chasing back into the middle, well blocked away by Emily Mason. Reagan Schubach, the freshman, to Adams. Zulo calling for it on the wing. And well won back by Scotch Plains. Goldfarb. The middle, Carnevale. Adams, now Mason joining up in the attack. Schubach's out wide. Mason finds Schubach. Just a cut inside, well defended by the Raiders. And that one will trickle out for a central throw.
In this game, these two teams going against each other, it's not a competition. It's who's better, it's who makes the mistakes in this game that will really decide the ending. I feel like one mistake can really change how the entire rest of this game goes.
Goldfarb. And now Central look to control, played into the middle. Too far for Gemma. And now Scotch Plains looks to go the other way. Carnevale. Schubach clips one inside for Gemma. Scotch Plains will boot it out, central throw.
Plains just numbers really were about even or even against their favor, so just being able to block it out and kind of get their defense back down gives them time.
And Bellew will throw it in again. Gemma on the turn, gets one towards the box. Zulo got a foot towards it. And now Carnevale sends one towards the middle. Goldfarb. Was she fouled? No. And Scotch Plains look to break the other way. Good step by Mason. And Goldfarb opts to play it back. Played out wide, Zulo. And now Scotch Plains with it. Spread it out wide. Bellew's defending. Upfield. Mason tracking back as she gets there.
Yeah, now we're seeing Scotch Plains kind of slowly back into their offense, and of course Central doing their best to slow them down. We'll see how well they can do that now with this throw-in.
Sent towards the back post, headed away by Reville. Gemma. Schubach as Central looks to hit on the counter. Plays it over for Zulo, and the flag goes up for offsides. Looks like she's maybe just a half step ahead of the last defender there.
Yeah, kind of a lucky break there for Scotch Plains, especially with somebody like Zulo who has a ton of speed that if she gets right out in the open, then you might get beat on defense 9 times out of 10. So huge relief there for Scotch Plains. That could end up very poorly against Scotch Plains.
So free kick for Scotch Plains in their own half. Booted upfield. Goldfarb challenges for it. Good flick to get past Carnevale. Schubach nods it ahead. And cleared up by Scotch Plains. And last touch there by the Raiders, central throw. Bellew gets it in. Immediately back with Scotch Plains. And it will be a Raider throw. Flicked ahead, Bellew. Down the line from the Raiders and into the middle. Alexa Fazio on it for Scotch Plains. Cuts inside, lays it off, onto the left foot. And now shot from the top of the box is over the bar.
A good play there by Scotch Plains, really good positioning. Some good opportunities all around, and then that final shot was just a little bit off.
Lindsay Dewar on the goal kick. Bellew, Scotch Plains with it, they play it out wide. Leah Clerman shot from distance, handled by Dewar.
You gotta watch out with Dewar, is that she's such a good goalie here, being committed now to Lafayette going to next year. And that she's a real threat. If you give her any kind of easy save, then she's gonna easily make it. She doesn't make many mistakes.
Booted ahead. Played out wide by Scotch Plains. Last touch there off the Raiders. So will be a throw for Hunterdon Central. Bellew over Schubach's head. Gemma. Inside, Carnevale. On the turn finds Adams. Adams tries to find Schubach. Pass intercepted. Looked like maybe went off the hand of Adams, no call. Played ahead, Zulo's offsides.
Yeah, again, Central coming down and really putting in good work on offense, and Scotch Plains doing a good job at holding this Central offense back for a lot of time now.
Head by Scotch Plains, good step by Adams, Zulo. Carnevale. Goldfarb plays it out wide. Adams. Carnevale clips one ahead. And now Scotch Plains will take it. Up the line. Good touch by Bellew.
Scotch Plains get it first and just boxes out. Central defeated. Now Scotch Plains going down.
Thrown ahead. Reville. Goldfarb gets it to Carnevale. And Schubach finds Gemma. Gemma did well to get around her defender. Gemma cuts it back. Schubach with the right foot save made.
Good play there by Central. Good job to pass her defender and a good crossing to Schubach. Pretty good shot there by Schubach too, which just kind of ended up going right to the goalie.
Now Scotch Plains with it. Zulo tracking back. Now Adams. The Raiders will retain possession. Sent long. Goldfarb. Zulo. Now Schubach. To the middle, Adams. Has some options. Opts to go to Zulo. Gemma at the back post. Zulo for Gemma. She scores!
Great job by Zulo to be able to pull the defense. Two defenders out with her on that side of the field, and then a simple cross over to Gemma in the open field and tried to beat the goalie. Really just puts Central up early now, 1-0.
Lily Gemma's 12th goal of the season. And Central is up 1-0 with 30:29 to go in this first half.
And that is something huge for Central. A big thing that we saw with Central later in the year is they didn't seem to really get going until late in the game. And so being able to come out and get the first one to score now, just about 10 minutes into that first half, could really do a lot to this team.
I'll also quiet down the Scotch Plains crowd.
Hunterdon Central goal scored by number Lily Gemma in the 10th minute.
Now Scotch Plains looking to counter back on the far side. Brennan is defending. And that's out, and it will be a Central throw.
Yeah, now that early goal from Central really helps them because that seemed to be one of the issues that they were noticing from their past games, is that they've been scoring pretty late and getting anything going really just might not lead to enough that they need.
Upfield, Scotch Plains. On the turn, Goldfarb did well to recover. Goldfarb plays it wide for Bellew. Carnevale. Her pass was intercepted. Chipped ahead by the Raiders, but Brennan is right there. Gemma on the chase. Good flick there. Maybe a chance for Scotch Plains, but a great step by Emily Mason, who now looks to carry the other way. Mason still going. Plays it wide for Zulo. Zulo cuts it back. It will be a corner for the Red Devils.
Great burst of speed there by Mason to really be able to take it on defense and then bring it all the way down the field. Really just being able to beat defenders who are running full just by themselves, being able to beat them with the ball. Really just shows the amount of speed that she has.
Maddie Brennan on the corner. In swinger up. Goldfarb still fighting for it. Sends one towards goal and it's saved.
Yeah, good positioning on that goal kick, or sorry, that corner kick, I should say. And good defense by Scotch Plains to be able to defend that out.
Goldfarb. Carnevale fighting for it. She's called for the foul. Cleared upfield. Far side, now Scotch Plains switch the field of play. Down the line. Bellew defending. Got her foot in there. We'll go out for a Scotch Plains throw.
Good play there by Bellew. Good defense, able to kick it out. She tried to save it, but still, a throw-in is a lot better than a potential corner kick. So a pretty good play, even though the result was not exactly what she wanted to be. It doesn't seem like it really hurts.
3 gets into the game, Rachel shoots for Scotch Plains favorite.
Cleared upfield by Adams. Goldfarb with the missed kick. Scotch Plains. Can get on the attack. Shot from distance, tipped over by Dewar. And a good tip there by Dewar. Really just to make sure that I had no shot of going in. And this will be a corner for Scotch Plains, and this will also test Dewar and the rest of the Central defense to see how they can defend this one. Every other game, they either have shut down their opponents to nothing or just one score. Sent in by Scotch Plains. Dewar punches away. Will be Central possession. Upfield from Dewar. Adams couldn't quite control in the middle. And the Raiders have it. Shifted towards the middle. Good step there by Adams. Now Central can go on the counter. Adams, Zulo. A bit of a loose touch. It's cleared away by Scotch Plains. And a foul there on Schubach. Will be a Central free kick.
Yeah, good position here for Central. Not too difficult to be able to get even a shot up or anything close to the goal at this point, which could be a real threat for the Scotch Plains team.
Maddie Brennan on the free kick. Headed away by Scotch Plains. Zulo from distance. Her shot will trickle wide of the goal.
You've already seen a few times now the Scotch Plains team be able to defend these free kicks or these corner kicks. Seems like when they're collected down near the box that they probably have one of their best defenses.
Cleared upfield. Goldfarb boots it ahead. Schubach on the chase. And that's handled by the Raiders.
Yeah, just a few steps behind with Schubach. Any closer really could have ended poorly for Scotch Plains and a lot of favors Central.
Field Gemma controls. Zulo lays it off for Adams. Keira Adams, her pass deflected. And now Scotch Plains look to hit the other way. Nice little layoff there. Central have numbers back. Nice move on the wing to get past Reville. But nice recovery there. And now Brennan will clear it upfield. Zulo flicks it on. Gemma. Gemma still going with it.
Yeah, similar threat to what we saw before. Now it's just Gemma and Zulo both running down the same sideline. Might have not ended as well as it did earlier, but still, there is some chances there for Central, and just a simple, you're gonna keep going. Then Zulo there was thinking of just stopping.
So goal kick here for Scotch Plains.
Sub number 7, Brooke Clerman.
Off of Zulo's foot. And now Scotch Plains look to hit back the other way. Zulo tracking back. And last touch off Karina. So it will be Scotch Plains throw. Well won by Adams. Upfield by Reville. And Central throw.
Halfway through this first half, we're seeing a very good game between both teams. Of course, one shot has gone in. But defensively and offensively, both teams have been putting a lot of pressure on each other.
Scotch Plains with it at the back. Upfield. Now Mason battling for it, and Adams flicks it to Carnevale. Adams, miscommunication there, and Scotch Plains look to go the other way. And no foul there. She looks like she lost her feet. Scotch Plains fans aren't happy, but don't think that was a foul, Scott.
Yeah, it's already something we've seen a few times from both teams. It's just both teams seem to trip up a few times. We saw Gemma earlier, and then Scotch Plains just then. I'm not sure if it's a turf, they're not used to it, or something with the weather.
Nevertheless, they get it back in play. Played ahead. Mason fighting for it. It's Bellew. Goldfarb. And now Scotch Plains take possession. Lizzie Lay plays it back. On the far side, Scotch Plains keep it. Last touch off Zulo there. Cleared upfield, Goldfarb. Nice pass to Gemma. Wide for Schubach, tries to keep it in play. She won't be able to get there. A little over halfway through here at Keene University in the Group 4 final. Central up 1-0 on the goal by Lily Gemma. Goldfarb. Looking for Zulo. Defended away. Schubach. And Schubach pokes that one out of play. On this near side. Scotch Plains with it. Mason. Check, that was Brennan who cleaned up. And upfield by Bellew. Gemma, nice first touch. Chasing after it. Adams now. And it will be a Central throw.
Yeah, now Central in a pretty threatening position to get their offense going, and I feel like that's one of the big parts of this team is they have a very pretty stacked offense here with Gemma and Zulo. There's a lot of weapons just off the junior and senior year, and
Schubach on the volley, and it's saved by the Raiders. Goldfarb. Bellew. Ashley Grillo now checked into the game. And upfield by Scotch Plains. Headed up by Mason. Mason now defending. Plays it out of play.
yeah, that's kind of a good decision there. Now Central can get all their defenders back, as many as they need to, and they really like to do that a lot.
Off the throw, Corinne Light. She gives it away, Mason. And missed touch there by Grillo. Goldfarb did well to clear it away. Carnevale now. For Gemma. Taken away by the Raiders. Nice pass inside. Played ahead by Schoss. Now Goldfarb. Carnevale to Adams. Out wide. Schubach. Did well to flick it ahead. Now Scotch Plains take it, but intercepted by Schubach. Carnevale. Adams. And cleared out wide. Agrillo's on the chase. She did well to get there. Plays it back. And Bellew finds Carnevale. Brennan to Schubach. Upfield by Goldfarb. Adams on the chase. She's not going to get there. And it will be a Scotch Plains goal kick.
Yeah, Central good possession time there, but also really didn't make too much progress with Scotch Plains' defense kind of holding him back most of the way there.
So after Quick breather, Karina Zula checks back in. Lily Gemma, the goal scorer, take a rest. Cleared upfield by Scotch Plains. And Goldfarb did well to win it back. Mason. Wide. Her pass intercepted. Now Mason's out of position. But a good step by Goldfarb will be a Scotch Plains throw.
That was a big thing there by Mason. I mean, be a good enough defender to take the ball and bring it upfield, but then also, once it gets taken away from her, she did a very good job of getting back.
Bellew. She wins the throw. Central substitution. Carnevale checking out. And Charlotte Tedesco checking in.
Sub number 9, Charlotte Tedesco.
Now, one thing that Central really kind of prides himself on is that just how deep their roster goes. They're not afraid to substitute people because they know whoever they substitute can just play at the same level as the person who's coming out of the game.
Agrillo slipped. Scotch Plains now looking to get into the attack. Zulo, slide tackle on there on Agrillo. Will be a Central throw. Thrown in up the line. Flicked on Mason. Handball called, and it will be a free kick for the Red Devils. Free kick from Mason. Adams. Plays it for Zulo. Zulo wins it back. Still going. Plays it for Tedesco. Looking for an option. Tedesco upfield and headed away by Scotch Plains. Reville. Goldfarb now fighting for it. Scotch Plains players able to turn Goldfarb. But good recovery by Goldfarb.
Yeah, now Central's really turning up their defense, it seems. Really stopping Scotch Plains before they really get anything going on their end of the field. And not even Central taking the ball away as much there, at least recently. It's just been slowing them down.
Number 6, Corrine Light into the game for the Raiders.
Off the throw in from Scotch Plains. Bellew upfield. Agrillo got decked. No foul called. Now Scotch Plains with it deep in their half.
And we're seeing this pressure here from Central all the way upfield. And they're not stopping at this point.
Raiders switch the field of play. Schubach got a foot in. Will be a Scotch Plains throw. Flicked into the middle.
Alexa Fazio transfers in for the Raiders.
Adams. Upfield for Agrillo. Just lost her footing.
Central did a good job there, really trying to keep the possession of them, or even Scotch Plains' possession, not making any progress and keeping them as far back as possible.
Schubach ahead for Agrillo. And that will be a Scotch Plains throw. Cleared upfield by the Raiders. Adams fighting for it with Light. Adams wins it. Tedesco. Plays it out wide. Schubach. Well defended away by Scotch Plains. Quickly on it again is Gemma. Now it's Tedesco. And now Scotch Plains will look to go back the other way. Tedesco shielding it. No flag. And that ball stayed in play.
Yes, that's something kind of slowed down thinking that one out of bounds. And knowing that there's no call there, just kind of kept going Central.
Off the throw, Gemma. Now Scotch Plains with it, but Zulo did well to track back. Zulo has some space. Her pass intercepted though. Corinne Light with it for Scotch Plains, played out wide. Up the line, Mason. Scotch Plains possession.
Yeah, now it seems like this is Scotch Plains' first opportunity in a while to really get the ball going upfield.
Off the turn. Light. Spreads it out wide. Agrillo's tracking back. Nice tackle there. Goes out for a throw.
Central's been doing a great job on defense and just getting back on defense whenever they dig deep. Constantly seeing Central with a numbers advantage on defense. And they've had no issue of stopping the Scotch Plains team so far.
Under 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Central still up 1-0. Cleared upfield by Reville. And now Scotch Plains within the middle. But a nice step by Bellew. Pass deflects nicely for Gemma. Gemma plays it through. Zulo wasn't making that run. Nice pass there to Gemma. Plays it back. Carnevale. Gemma. Mason. Zulo flicked it on. Now Gemma.
Pulling Mason up out of the forward position. This could be risky for Central and kind of giving the ball up to the result early for Central, but Mason kind of playing it safe.
It's loose in the box and cleared away by Scotch Plains. Tedesco, now Scotch Plains. Looks to go the other way. Central has some numbers back. And Reville did nice to win it. Tedesco. Agrillo left that pass short. Central wins it anyway. On the attack. Crossed in towards Zulo, headed away. Tedesco from distance. That's handled by the Scotch Plains keeper.
Yeah, that one didn't come at it too hard. Just need to get in front of it and stand that one.
Carnevale got bumped. Scotch Plains go the other way. Good recovery there by Carnevale.
And so far, besides that first goal, Scotch Plains has really been doing a good job on defense to limit this Central team. And of course, Central's done an amazing job on defense to stop this Scotch Plains team from doing anything.
Thrown down the line. Bellew. Adams couldn't get there. Smacked clear by Mason. Gemma. On the turn. Plays it down the line for Zulo. Zulo with some space. Her pass deflected away. And foul called there on Zulo. So it'll be a Scotch Plains free kick. Under 5 minutes to play in the first half. Played down the line. Mason defending against Light. On the turn. And foul called there against Mason. Will be a free kick in attacking area for Scotch Plains.
Yeah, this is a dangerous spot now for Central, especially against a team against Scotch Plains who this year has had a lot of good games offensively. They've had a few 8-1 games and then even a 9-0 game. So they have a very good offense, and Central's done a very good job so far of stopping them.
Rachel Schoss on the free kick for Scotch Plains. Three people in the wall for Central.
Even numbers in the box for Central.
Clipped in by Schoss. In a dangerous area. Dewar tipped it past the post.
A great save there by Lindsay Dewar to really save that one for Central. That was a great opportunity for Scotch Plains, and Ian just took a great shot there and an even better save by Dewar to win that one.
Scotch Plains with to capitalize on this momentum at the end of the first half. Schoss on the corner. Under 3 to go. Corner by Schoss. Dangerous area. Central got there first.
Yeah, now just giving time for the Central defense to really set up as they normally do, not as cluttered in the box as they were.
Easily the biggest chance of the game so far for Scotch Plains on that save by Dewar. Will be Bellew on the throw. Schubach for Gemma. Now Adams has Sipos out wide, finds her. Sipos. Nice move, but she runs out of room. Will be a goal kick. Goldfarb, nice step. Gemma is able to poke it to Zulo. Zulo with the shot from distance. It's tipped, it's in! What a goal by Karina Zulo.
That was a great shot by Zulo, really. A bullet of a shot. Just got right over the goalkeeper who got a hand on it and just tipped it a little bit too far back and couldn't stop it. Compared to really any other shots we've seen today, I mean, it's easily probably one of the hardest hit ones.
And right at the end of the first half, 1:30 to play, Central now up by 2. Scotch Plains gets back underway. That was Zulo's 17th goal of the season. Adams for Gemma. Now Mason, under a minute to play in the first half. Ahead, Adams. Schubach going for it. That one's going to stay in play. Schubach couldn't get it to Sipos. Will be a Central throw. Central get it back in. Now Light looking to carry the other way. Under 30 to play. Value finds Zulo in some space. Zulo for Gemma. Gemma on the turn. 10 seconds to play. Gotta go quickly if they want a third goal. Gemma's shot deflected out of play. Will be a corner, but that will take us to the end of the first half here at Keene University. The Group 4 championship game. Central up 2-0. Goals from Lily Gemma and the great goal right there at the end of the half by Karina Zulo. We'll see you back here for the start of the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here for the start of the second half. Girls Soccer Group 4 state championship game between Hunterdon Central and Scotch Plains. Central up 2-0 at the half. Teams have switched sides. Scotch Plains find themselves down by 2 goals. Now will be shepherded out of play for a Central goal kick. Right now for Central, Scott, what would be your strategy? Protect what you got or try and push on for that third goal?
With the 2-0 lead, I think a big thing that Central wants to do is try to add a few more. I mean, extend that lead to make it so just one small mistake that could lead to a goal really doesn't make this game so much tighter.
Upfield. Cleared ahead by Goldfarb. Zulo. Played out wide. Zulo nods it back to Carnevali. Goldfarb. Missed kick by Schubach. Goldfarb for Gemma. Plays it through, but intercepted there by Scotch Plains. Central back with it. Adams. For a pass picked off and cleared upfield by Scotch Plains. Down the line. Mason defending. Nice job there by Emily Mason, and it will be a Scotch Plains throw.
Yeah, good job there by the Central defense. Scotch Plains was really putting on the pressure and started to get down the line, and then Mason just be able to chip it out. Could really save this Central team from any mishaps from happening.
It is last touch Central, so it will be a Scotch Plains corner. Most dangerous opportunity of the first half of the Raiders came on a set piece towards the end of that first half. Off the corner, delivery. It's high, headed down and cleared off the line by Brennan.
Good defensive effort there from Central.
Scotch Plains will cycle it back. Boot it upfield. Chance may be here. No, it can't be kept in play. So Mason on the goal kick. Flicked on to Zulo. Now Scotch Plains with it. Miscommunication there on the pass, and Reville takes it. Reville pressuring, and now Carnevali has it. Goldfarb finds Brennan. Goldfarb with a nice turn. Now Central looks to go the other way. Shuak. To the middle, Adams for Zulo. Tries to get to the edge. Cuts it back. Another spin by Zulo, her shot, deflected away.
Good job, Scotch Plains there to be able to stay with Zulo. Of course, Zulo going next year to South Carolina to continue her soccer career. It was a great job, really, by Scotch Plains to be able to stay with her and not let her get loose.
And last touch there off Carnivale, so Scotch Plains throw. Maybe a chance on the attack. And their last touch off of Brennan, so it will be a goal kick for Hunterdon Central.
They're here today. It's a bit of a cold day. Seems to be about mid-30s, with the wind really coming from the right side to the left of the field. So now it's going towards Central's goals. See how much that really affects anything with the game, or even the temperature affects the players, because of course as the temperatures go down, I mean, that starts to affect your system.
Early substitution here for Central. Abby Bellew checks out. Ashley Agrillo comes into the game. And missed pass there by Zulo. Now Scotch Plains with it. Played back. Shot from distance is nice, and it's off the crossbar. Central survives for now. Still with it is the Raiders. That's out of play for a goal kick.
A huge opportunity there for this Raiders team. Right off the crossbar and solid. That was extremely dangerous for Central. If that went in, that could have completely changed the game and the pressure that the Central teams feels.
Scotch Plains really have had the Red Devils pinned in at the start of the second half. Now Central looks to go the other way on the attack. Carnivale. Well to find Adams. Which passes in between Zulo and Gemma. Goldfarb. Well, one back by Scotch Plains. The pass is right to Gemma. Gemma. Surely she was fouled, yes. Will be a free kick for Central.
Yes, and even more of a dangerous place than earlier. Yeah, something some people don't understand is why they don't use Mason for these free kicks. They like to use Mason on the offensive side down here.
Will be Brennan on the free kick. Two people in the wall for Scotch Plains. Brennan, that one's high. And it ducks down under the crossbar and in.
That shot at first did not look like it was really going in. They seemed to be almost sailing over, but a good mix of backspin and the wind pulling in on her really just pulled that one straight down and right over the Scotch Plains goalie.
Ball seemed to be in the air for a while. Looked initially like it was going to go over, but just ducked down inside the crossbar. It's now 3-0 Hunterdon Central.
Now a goal like that could really change this game. Now adding it to 3-0 really changes the pressure on Central and kind of the need that Scotch Plains has to score.
So just minutes after Scotch Plains drill the crossbar on a shot from distance, Maddie Brennan gives it a go for Central, and it's now 3-0. Scotch Plains, if they want to get back in this, needs something fast. That ball is too far and it will be a goal kick.
Yeah, and as you said earlier, both teams seem to have similar amount of chances, and Central's just been able to capitalize on those opportunities that they've been giving, and Scotch Plains either have been unlucky just on their own with either hitting the crossbar or just amazing plays there by, we had Dewar earlier.
Just similar to as it was in the first half, we saw Central score early in the first 10 minutes, and that's exactly what we saw here. Central scored again in the first 10 minutes.
Central now look to go on the attack. Zulo. 2 nice turns there. Clipped ahead towards Gemma. Now Goldfarb controls. Now, nice step by Goldfarb. And last touch off of her will be Scotch Plains' throw.
Did a good job of just getting on that one, spoiling it out, and having Scotch Plains have to reset their offense. Quick to go out and go back to Central.
Another Scotch Plains throw. Down the line, Brennan swung and missed. Chance here for the Raiders. Cross in, headed away by Mason. Still Scotch Plains with it. Another cross in, this time towards the back post, and Dewar casually collects.
Yeah, that cross is another real threat, but just a bit too far over into the grasp of Lindsay Dewar. If it was a bit wider out, we could have saw Light there with a good header.
Played out wide, Zulo on the turn. Tries to hook it for Carnevale. It's cleared upfield by Scotch Plains. Light plays it back. Now spread to the far side by Scotch Plains. Booted downfield. Brennan will shepherd that one out of play. Will be a Central goal kick. Substitution here for the Red Devils. Karina Zula will check out of the game. Lexi Sipos on the field.
Just seems to be that you're pulling up Schubach to be more of a back right now instead of your normal forward position, along with Gemma and Zulo.
Mason upfield. Now Scotch Plains with it, they play it back. Light on the turn, plays it out wide. Past everyone. I will go out past the end line for a goal kick.
Yeah, besides that goal that we just saw from Brennan, this game has been this half has seemed pretty even between the two teams, fighting back and forth for the most possession.
Light, the user body, does it well, but Adams takes it away. Carnevale. Goldfarb for Mason. And then Light played it back for Scotch Plains. Grillo was able to poke it away. Goldfarb out wide. The Raiders have it again. Nice pass into the middle. And nobody there on the pass. We'll go all the way out again for a goal kick.
Yeah, of course, having somebody, a freshman of Schubach, and then having a sophomore of Jamie Goldfarb, who's also a mid, that really could be able to lead the path for these next few years, even when this the class of 2021 goes.
Goal kick from Mason. Adams. Plays it wide for Brennan. Now it's Gemma under some pressure. And it will be a Scotch Plains throw. Light. Mason's defending. Gets it back, crossed into the box. Goldfarb. And now cleared away by Central. Mason has a head of steam. She has Sipos on her left. Carnevale on the right. Plays it through for Sipos. Crossed it into the middle, cleared away.
At this point in the game, Scotch Plains is really desperate of a goal.
Good opportunity there for Central.
I mean, anything to make it, to take that 0 off the board, would really probably raise their spirits.
Now we're seeing Scotch Plains bring up the field.
So 2 substitutions waiting here for Central. Won't happen yet though. So it's thrown in by Scotch Plains. Brennan whiffed on the header. Schubach covering. And cleared away by Mason. Gemma lost it. Nice ball out wide there for Scotch Plains. Schubach did well to win it.
And of course today we have the Central girls team going against Scotch Plains, as
Take possession of the ball and now
we have the boys Hunterdon Central team going tomorrow. They're playing against Clifton, also in their state championship game. Just kind of the roles are flipped there. Clifton is the favored team going to that game. We'll see how Central could do against them tomorrow.
So Grillo and Goldfarb check out. Zulo and Tedesco check back in. Schubach. Zulo central throw. Tedesco. Miss hit on the pass. Zulo. Carnevale. Bellew. Cleared upfield, but only as far as Mason. Mason evades her defender. Finds Adams. Adams just lost it. Now maybe a chance for the Raiders on the counter. But Adams tracking back. Nice hustle there by Keira Adams. Schubach into the middle. Zulo. Now it comes to Bellew on the far side. Sipos. Cross blocked. Gets a second chance though. Nice looking cross. Zulo got a touch, and it's off the field goal crossbar. Out of play.
A big relief there for Scotch Plains. They got luckily off the field goal post and not just the crossbar, because if that was, that went right back to Zulo and could have been an even bigger threat.
Scotch Plains with it on the wing. Now Bellew, but Light plays it ahead for Scotch Plains. They've got some numbers. A chance maybe the shot taken is high and off the crossbar again. Still with it, Scotch Plains. That'll go out for a goal kick. But 3 golden chances in this game for Scotch Plains. Have not been able to capitalize on any of them because they still trail by 3.
Yeah, again, a lucky break there for Central. That one off the bar, but I feel like that one was a bit different. It seemed like Dewar almost got up there on that one, so if it was any lower, Dewar could have gotten a hand on that one. But we've been seeing that constantly with this Central team. Happened a few times in their last game against Eastern.
Gemma. Foul called on her, so it will be free kick for the Raiders. Just a little over 20 minutes to score 3 goals. Try and get even here.
Almost a path paved there. Just straight to Dewar. Really no competition at all.
Scotch Plains right now. See how strong he can get this one in there.
Into a dangerous area, but that one will skip all the way to Dewar. Now Light with it for Scotch Plains. Clipped ahead, headed away by Brennan. Tedesco. Her pass intercepted. Now Scotch Plains on the attack. Another shot from distance. This one's easier to handle for Dewar.
You've already seen a lot from Dewar, and these constant shots going at her really shows it how defined she is and how little time she really let anything go by her.
And again, Scotch Plains with it. Light. Intercepted there. Shot from distance. Dewar down. And it's wide of the goal.
From Dewar. She's really put in the work today. Blocked a lot of shots. She's gotten lucky on a few breaks going to the crossbar.
I have to say, Scotch Plains have put in a pretty decent shift in this second half.
Yeah, and even the 2 off the crossbar, I mean, just a foot or 2 of a different angle really could have changed this game, made it 3-2.
For a while now.
Cleared upfield for Mason. Zulo. Flicked towards Gemma. Throw in for Central. Zulo down the line to Gemma. Another Central throw. Schubach on the throw for the Red Devils. Gemma in the corner. And another Central throw. Schubach clips one into the box. It's going to fall here for Sipos. Missed hit on the volley. Still a chance maybe for Central. And a foul called on the Red Devils.
A lot of good chances there. Central did. The ball was in the box for a while there, going around.
Free kick here for Scotch Plains. Nice touch by Tedesco to Zulo. Has Sipos. Plays it to her, just cannot get her foot there. She will keep it in play though. Sipos. Sent one towards the middle. Bellew. Surrounded by 2 Raiders and they win the ball. But good positioning by Goldfarb. Goldfarb, her pass deflected. Mason Wide for Schubach. Nice turn, has some space in the middle now. Schubach, good recovery by the Raiders, and the foul is called there on Schubach.
And marching down the field, still 3-0. Central really isn't looking to stop anytime soon.
Tedesco's header. Goldfarb. Schubach. Zulo on the wing. For Tedesco. Tried to force it to Zulo. Well kept in play. And that ball will go Central's way.
That was very close. Could have really gone either way. Couldn't really completely tell from this angle if it was or not. It seemed very close.
Schubach up the line for Gemma. That will be a Central throw. So it'll be a Scotch Plains throw. Sure about that decision. Substitution here for Scotch Plains. Under 15 to go in the Group 4 state championship game. Central leading 3-0. Spread out wide by Scotch Plains. And the play there was rushed, and it's out of play for a Central goal kick.
A big thing you'll see here is this Central team is that they are up 3-0. They're not trying to stop on offense at all. And they even see that by they don't put as many subs out as they would in other games. They really want to make sure they can secure this win as much as possible.
Pressure on Central. And forcing them to give the ball up here.
Flicked on. Tedesco gets it to Goldfarb, who clears it upfield. Zulo. Nice turn. Good control by Gemma. Cleared upfield by Scotch Plains. Brennan did well to play it wide for Bellew. Sent towards the middle. Cleared upfield. Mason is defending. Did well to get there first. Scotch Plains throw.
Good play there just to stop the Scotch Plains up going. Instead of just serve the defense, bring their numbers back. So the speed let out the baseline for a goal.
So Mason on the goal kick for Central. Goldfarb. Now back with it, Scotch Plains. Nice interception by Adams. For Brennan. Goldfarb. Slams it upfield. Gemma isn't going to get there. Substitutions here for Central. Colette Carnevale will check back in. Charlotte Tedesco checks out. Central have done a nice, better job in these last couple of minutes, shifting the tide back in their favor.
Yeah, we're not seeing the ball as close to Central's goal. And moving the second half of the final half. But there are still signs that Central really hasn't been in their offense as much.
Upfield from Goldfarb. Be a Central throw. Zulo plays it back. Brennan. A missed kick there. It's light. Going to shepherd out of play. Light. Gets the throw in. Hassled by Brennan. Goldfarb. Couldn't quite win it. Scotch Plains slammed down low towards goal. Well gathered by Dewar.
Another great thing we've seen by Dewar. She really has been non-stop this game. She's done a great job at goalkeeping today, especially. There's been a lot of shots that have gone her way that some goalies might not be able to reach. She's done a great job at really stopping all of them.
Light on the chase. Mason is defending. Light, nice turn. Gets the cross in, blocked away by Mason. It will be a corner. Under 10 minutes to go here. Central up 3-0. Sent into the box. It's loose. Shot on goal over. They're going to say it got deflected, so it will be a corner for Scotch Plains.
And again, we're seeing this Scotch Plains corner kick really being positioned well, and is giving them a lot of chances. Each one of them has just come out just barely off.
Another chance on the corner. Sent into the box. Dewar did well to gather. Goldfarb. Bellew. Played into the middle by Scotch Plains. Spread out to this near side. They send it long, but that'll be Dewar's. Little over 8 minutes to play.
As of late, it seems like the Scotch Plains teams really had the time on offense, but really still haven't been able to capitalize on it.
Especially with the lead that Central has right now.
Sipos. Be a free kick for the Red Devils. Cleared upfield by Mason. Sipos is going to get on this. Goes towards the corner and she wins a throw.
And now the Central team having a lot of opportunities on offense. But it seems like when they do, they're just gonna do this little thing in the corner, try to almost waste time.
Adams in the corner. Now Gemma on it, another throw for the Red Devils.
Because they know they have no necessity of trying to force it in the box, and then a turnover that could result fatally against this Central team.
Throw in, Gemma keeps it in play, and another throw for Central. This clock trickles down. There's 6:30 to go. Substitution here for Central. Sipos checks out, Ashley Agrillo checks in, and finally Scotch Plains wins it. Light. Surrounded by a group of Central players, she wins the throw. Flicked ahead. Goldfarb got a step, so did Brennan. Now into the middle by Scotch Plains, and Mason is back to clean up. Zulo lays it out wide. Agrillo's gonna get on it, and her touch just took her out of play. The throw from Scotch Plains is right to Zulo.
Nice thing at this point, these last few minutes, Central, when they do the ball on Scotch Plains' side of the field, they're not even really trying for anything, they're not trying to extend their lead at all. They're really just trying to close this game out.
Adams plays it to Schubach. A step in the middle, ahead for Gemma. Wide for Adams. Under 5 to play here in the championship game. Adams out wide. Zulo is going to protect it in the corner. And it will be a Central throw.
Yeah, of course, doing this thing, sitting in the corner, wastes time, and then once the Scotch Plains team does eventually kick it out, Central can then take their time walking over the ball and waste even more time if they wanted to.
And some subs here for Scotch Plains.
Yeah, you see now each minute go by, the chance of this Raiders team coming back is quickly slimming.
And just shepherded out of play there by the Raiders. Will be a goal kick.
Now less than 4 minutes. Really any chance that Scotch Plains has. It's almost not even existent at this point.
Zulo decides to take it to the corner again. And last touch off of her will be a goal kick.
Again, a reminder, spectators are strictly forbidden from going on the field at the conclusion of the game. We appreciate the cooperation.
Cleared upfield. The Scotch Plains crowd begins to thin out. Under 3 minutes to play, Central inch towards Group 4 state title. Played wide by the Raiders. Light to the middle. Good recovery there by Gemma. She has it again. Carnevale. Adams. Out wide, Zulo. Time off to take it to the middle. On the right foot to the back post. Agrillo. It's going to be called offsides.
And at this point in the game, very much almost and of course it's the playoffs. And the one thing about the playoffs is
Yeah, one thing I always think of with playoffs is
season off with a win.
throughout all of playoffs, only one team can really end their season off on a win.
Finish off as the
And with how this game seems to be closing to ending, Central seems to be that team that will end with the win.
really great defense from Central today. Locking down Scotch Plains, being scoreless. And although Scotch Plains did have a lot of opportunities on goal, Central's done a great job. Keeper, Lindsay Dewar had a great job all around, blocking a bunch of shots, saving a bunch. And just all around.
And I think a huge thing that
Central
really contributes to that and the ability that Central has is just the depth of their talent.
comfortable shots.
It'll be a Central throw. It's really been just a complete performance today from the Red Devils, as you mentioned, Scott. Scotch Plains have had their chances, though.
1 minute.
Hit the crossbar twice in the second half. Into the middle by Zulo. And that one will trickle all the way through, under a minute to play.
One thing that Central always prided on going into this game was the depth of the roster. We really saw that today. We never really saw it makes a different people really show up today. We really didn't score for Central here.
A Grillo, nice ball. Zulo's going to get on that. Zulo with the icing on the cake. Karina Zulo, in her final ever high school game, has scored 2 goals today. It's now 4-0 Central with 30 seconds to play.
Zulo is part of this team. Last goal here as a Red Devil as she moves on to her college career and be in South Carolina next year. It's really just a big thing to be able to end off on. Now, we're seeing closing 30 seconds of this final game.
Scotch Plains get us back underway. 20 seconds to go. Central, they've gotten goals from Gemma. They've got 2 from Zulo. They've got 1 from Maddie Brennan. It's really been an epic season from Central. As the countdown begins.
Final seconds ticking by. We're going to see Central end up with their second state final in the past 4 years.
And that is it. Hunterdon Central are your Group 4 girls soccer state champions in 2019. They defeat the Scotch Plains Fanwood by a score of 4-0 here at Keene University. Central players celebrate down on the field. A complete performance today from the Red Devils, as it has been all year.
We really saw a great effort here by this Central team. All-around effort, defensively, offensively, even going on with what I was just saying earlier. The depth of this team is really crazy and can keep any team on their feet.
For HCTV, I'm Nick Guzman, alongside Scott Samanchek.
Team photo, line up. All right, let's do a team. Back up a little bit. Everybody get back. Further back.
Stop the turn. It's too late now.
I go low, you go high? Yeah. Okay, coach, everybody get in.
No one. Just normal picture.
Just back up a little bit.
Whose hand is right here? Who's that?
Everybody got theirs?
We got it.
You got it? Thank you.
Okay, Karina, you guys are state champions. How does it feel?
It feels amazing. It's my second time at it, and it feels even better than the first time. So.
And that goal at the end was really the perfect cap to your high school career, don't you think?
I guess so. It was just such a team effort. Everyone gave everything they had in that game, and I just give props to the whole entire team. They did amazing.
All right, now with Lily Gemma. So Lily, how does it feel to be able to win the state championship?
It's awesome. I mean, we worked so hard all season, so just to get it done, it feels great.
So how about, what was kind of going through your mind? How did it feel with the scoring the first goal there?
I mean, it was awesome. We knew we wanted to get on the board early and try to shut them down, so I think we did our best.
So like, how was it just throughout the entire game? Like, what point did you guys really feel like you had the most emotions or the most energy?
I mean, we knew that Scotch Plains was a good team, so we had to play our best the whole game, so not until the end, really.
You're with Emily Mason. Emily, can you describe this feeling that you have right now, being a state champion?
It feels exciting, and I feel honored because, like, we deserve this. We've worked so hard this whole season, and, like, it finally feels good to accomplish what we've always dreamed of getting.
During the game, were you nervous at all during the start? And those nerves were off?
Not really. We knew that we could do this. Like, we've always had a positive mindset, and we never doubted ourselves.
Now Maddie Brennan. So Maddie, how does it feel to be able to win?
It feels incredible. Like, we've been dreaming of this since day one. This is the best experience of my whole life. I've never had a greater feeling. I'm honestly, like, I'm so proud of my whole team.
So, how did you feel being able to score that goal there?
I honestly was not expecting it. I knew that going into the game, I had to just, taking a free kick, I would go for goal because I know I had the capability of doing it. So I just went for goal, and I'm so glad it went in because it paid off.
I'm here with Lindsay Dewar. Now call yourself a state champion. How does that feel?
I mean, obviously it feels great. We've worked with this for so long, like all season, and I think just to be in a state championship with my teammates and, you know, the bond that we have together, I think we just came out and got the job done.
That save there at the end of the first half, you tipped it past the post. What was going through your head on that play?
I mean, I know Jamie was covering someone and the girl got a hit on it, so I was just ready for any shot, and I was lucky enough to get there in time.
All right, I'm here with Nicolette Carnevale. So, Nicolette, how does it feel?
It feels amazing. I knew we could do it all along, and it just feels great. We let everything out on the field.
So, just what were kind of the thoughts going through your mind right as that final buzzer went off?
As the final buzzer went off, I was just thinking, oh my gosh, nothing else was running through my mind. I thought we did exactly what we needed to, and in the last couple minutes we held them where we needed to, and we did it right.
So during the game, when you first started to have the lead, do you really feel like you were ever in control?
I think when we play our game, we are in control, but you can't ever let up or get comfortable, which is exactly what we did. We stayed in the right mindset, and we stayed focused, and we got it done.
Okay, I'm here with Keira Adams. You're state champion. Can you describe how that feels?
I can't even explain. We've been putting in the work since preseason, since tryouts. We all just want to try and make it here, and we just won the game 4-0, gave it everything we got.
During the game, can you describe that feeling when you kind of knew that this was going to happen, this was actually reality?
I think once we got the first goal, we were like, okay. The second one, we're like, okay, we got this. But as soon as that fourth one went in the last couple minutes, we're like, okay, we know we're state champs.
I'm with Lexi Sipos. So, Lexi, how does it feel to be able to be state champions?
It feels really amazing. We really, we worked hard in preseason and we didn't stop, so it's just an unbelievable feeling.
So being a senior, how does it feel to be able to just finish at this high note?
It feels amazing. I mean, for some of us that are going on to the college level, it's really cool to watch them, but right now it's all about the team and all of our work that really paid off.
I'm here with Mallory Golden. You're a state champion. This is your final ever high school game, so how do you really reflect on your career now?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Well, playing high school ever since the beginning has been such a big huge opportunity for me because one, when I was a sophomore, I got to play with my sister and she won states. So this morning she was like, give it all you got it. It's your last ever game. You're gonna get it. I believe in you. And just having that support really got me through high school.
And being a state champion, going out on top doesn't really get much better than that, does it?
No, it doesn't. It's probably the best feeling in the whole world, and I'll take this feeling with me for the rest of my life.
I'm here with Jamie Goldfarb. So, Jamie, how does it feel to be state champions?
It feels great.
That's okay.
There's no other words to describe it. I mean, it's just we've been working really hard for this since the beginning, and to finally get the result, it's just amazing.
So, you're a sophomore. You have a lot of more years here. What do you really expect from these next few coming years?
We got to get our heads back to work next year, and we're going to try and get it again. I mean, every year, obviously, we know we're one of the more talented teams that we can get there, and we just work hard.
I'm here with Reagan Schubach. Can you just describe that feeling that you had when the final whistle blew?
It just feels amazing, especially since this is my first year in high school. Can I ask for a better team?
And being a freshman, how does it feel that you could contribute this much to a winning team?
It just feels unreal.
Thank you. Congratulations.